Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Deshaun Watson ready to lead the Texans offense, coming off a great turnaround season in 2018. Remember, 2 years ago, he missed much of his rookie campaign with a knee injury, but he led the Texans to an 11-5 record and an AFC South title last year. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Two times. We got 4.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. We'll look now at our starting defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Watson hands this to Foreman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play, first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Tyler Davison able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Switch it.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Falcons under 5th-year head coach Dan Quinn. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. And now the starting lineup for the offense.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson now going to run the option right, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back then. 180! Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. There we go. 37's the mic. Mike 30.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wentz now to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And that one results in 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Fourth down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel, as he's on to punt for Houston. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year, Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, with the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding Green complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Wood. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Now it's Gurley. DJ Reader there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And, you know, Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's go, baby.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's second down. Wentz will try again on second down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Watson. Jones has it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike set. 19. Mike by 4. Get in the way. Get in the way.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set. 18. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's pin the mirror.
To the air yet again. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal.
Play is under review.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line. The tight end, the ball carrier.
Set. 19.
Incomplete.
Intended
for Jordan Thomas.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Everyone,
To throw is Watson. Going to throw on third and goal. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Jordan Thomas. Coverage by
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
keep playing hard.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with 2 teams that entered the NFL together back in 1995. Carolina playing host to Jacksonville. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. LaShawn McCoy has run for a touchdown there. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Watson, and Thomas has it. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Watson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. The catch made by Miller. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check, check.
On first down, it's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On second and 9, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. On second and goal, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 20. Right. He's talking about his side to the right.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up third and 9. Now Wentz on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Wentz now on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wood. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
And they split him out that time in the slot to the right. And he's such a good pass catcher, they love to give him space outside to operate. And look what he does. Works his way towards the middle of the field, connects for a touchdown.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Let's go, fellas.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 6.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mike, let's go. 280. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Rolling. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And a look now at Lamar Miller. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got Miller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now it's Watson. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Watson, that will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. And this one's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.